Hello, and welcome to this InDesign tutorial where I will show you how to use the text tool. When you open your InDesign document, you'll often see a palette to your left. Sometimes it's in a long strip like this, but sometimes it's also side by side. This is the Tools palette in InDesign, and it's good to have this open at all times so that you can access the features in the software. If you do not see the tool palette, if you go to the top of your menu, click Window, and select Tools, this will turn the palette on. If you don't see a check mark beside it, then that means the palette is turned off. And as you can see, there's no check mark, so the Tools palette is turned off. If I select it, then the toolbox will then show up. To manipulate and create text, I need the Text tool, or Type tool. It's the large capital T that you see in the box. To create text, I simply click and drag and create a box. Once the box is created, you'll see a blinking cursor that tells me I'm ready to create text. I just begin typing the text that I want to create. If I want to move this box somewhere else on the page, I have to select the Selection tool, or the black arrow. Then I can simply click and drag and move the box wherever I want it to be on the page. To edit the text, I go back to the Type tool. I select the text that I want to edit. If I go up to the top menu bar, to the far left, I'll see my choices of fonts that I can use. By clicking the scrolling arrow, I can select what font I would like to change this to. Some fonts have additional versions of them. In this case, right underneath it, if I click, I sometimes get additional versions of the font. So if I want to change this from regular to another version, I select the other version and it changes it in the text box. Some fonts don't have additional versions of them. Right next to the font name, I'll have the size that I can make the font. There's three ways that I can change the size of my text. Number one, if I click the arrow, I will get some presets. The highest preset that I can select is 72 points. If I want it bigger than 72 points, then I simply highlight the number, and using my arrow keys on the keyboard, I use the up arrow key, and I can increase the text size 1 point at a time. I can also use the Free Transform tool. It's the little arrow surrounded by a dotted box. With the Free Transform tool selected, if I click on the corner of a box and hold my Shift key, it will allow me to scale the text to whatever size that I want to use. I find that this is the quicker way of resizing type in InDesign. And this is how you use the basic Type tool in InDesign.